Gentlemen, let me ask you something personal. Have you ever been with your partner wanting to give her pleasure, but no matter what you tried, she just didn't get as aroused as you hoped? Maybe it felt like you were working hard, but she wasn't warming up. Or maybe you felt rushed, unsure if what you were doing was even turning her on. I want you to know you are not alone. In fact, almost every man I've worked with has asked me the exact same question. Doctor, what's the one kind of foreplay that actually works every time? And after 12 years as a practicing urologist specializing in men's health, I can tell you there is a method that works for almost every woman. Not only does it build arousal reliably, it makes her feel deeply connected, safe, and truly desired. And here's the best part. It's not complicated, it doesn't require hours of effort, and when you do it right, it never fails. So, in today's video, I'm going to walk you step by step through the 4 biggest mistakes men make during foreplay and why they backfire. The technique that never fails, what it is, how to do it, and why it works biologically and emotionally, and how you can personalize it for your partner so it feels fresh, exciting, and unforgettable every time. Before we dive in, hit that like button. It helps other men find this video. Drop a comment below and tell me, where are you watching from today? I'd love to see the different places we're connecting from. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss future men's health videos. Alright, let's get started. Here's the truth most men never hear. Foreplay is not about tricks or shortcuts. It's not about memorizing one move that magically switches her on. Why? Because women's arousal doesn't start in a single place, it starts across her entire body. If you try to jump straight into one area, whether it's her breasts, her genitals, or even her mind, you're skipping the natural sequence of how female arousal really works. And here's something even more important. Foreplay isn't just physical. For women, it's also deeply emotional. If she doesn't feel safe, cared for, or truly desired, her body won't respond the way you want it to. That's why the common foreplay moves so many men rely on often fail. Let me break them down for you. For those of you new here, my name is Dr. Daniel Morgan. I'm a urologist, and for the past 12 years, I've worked closely with men and couples to solve intimacy problems, rebuild confidence, and improve sexual health naturally. I've seen everything, from performance anxiety to erectile dysfunction to couples who haven't been intimate in years. And I've learned that real solutions aren't about gimmicks or pills. They're about understanding the human body, respecting the emotional side of intimacy, and creating genuine connection through proven technique. As a men's health specialist, I've had thousands of frank, honest conversations with guys just like you, men who want to show up fully for their partners but weren't given the right roadmap. That's exactly what I'm here to change. So when I say this one form of foreplay works nearly every time, it's not a guess. It's not a theory I read in a textbook. It's something I've seen transform real relationships, real couples, over and over again across more than a decade of clinical practice. Now, before I show you the technique, let's clear out the 4 mistakes almost every man makes during foreplay. Because if you're doing these, even a little, you'll hold her back from feeling the pleasure she's truly capable of. Mistake number 1, jumping straight to oral sex. I know, many men think this is the ultimate foreplay move. And look, I get it, the intention is right. But here's the problem. If she isn't already aroused, her genitals aren't sensitive yet. Instead of pleasure, she may feel pressure, discomfort, or nothing at all. Think of it like trying to run a car engine before the oil has warmed up. It just doesn't flow properly. Oral sex can be absolutely fantastic, but it's not the warm-up. It's the bridge. Save it for when her body is already responding. Mistake number 2, relying on gentle touching alone. Many men try to be romantic with light strokes or soft caresses. The intention is good, but if the touch is too faint, it feels ticklish rather than arousing. On the other hand, if it's too rough or grabby, it breaks the mood entirely. Arousal needs touch that's alive, responsive, intentional, touch that engages the whole body, not just random strokes applied in no particular direction. There's a real difference between touching her and connecting with her through touch. Most men never learn that distinction. Mistake number 3, using massage as foreplay. Now, don't get me wrong, massage can be wonderful. It relaxes her, eases the tension of the day, and sets the stage for intimacy. But massage alone isn't arousal. It slows things down too much and keeps her in a spa mindset, not a sexual one. Physically, it can actually work against you if overused. It relaxes the body so deeply that it suppresses the kind of nervous system activation you need for desire to ignite. Yes, you can weave elements of massage into the flow, but by itself, it won't light the spark. Mistake number 4. Over-relying on mental stimulation. Dirty talk, teasing, playful banter, these can absolutely be fun, and they have their place, but they keep her in her head. And true arousal isn't a thought process, it's a physical awakening of the body. If you stay in her head too long, she may enjoy the game, but never fully feel the fire. Her mind can be engaged, while her body stays completely disconnected. That gap is what you need to close. Do any of those mistakes sound familiar? If so, don't worry. You're not alone, and now you know why those approaches fall short. Let's move into what actually does work. The most powerful, reliable form of foreplay I've ever taught, and the one I recommend to every man who comes into my practice struggling with intimacy, is something I call full body-to-body flow. Instead of isolating one area, you use your entire body. Your chest, your stomach, your arms, your hands, your mouth, your face, all of it flowing over her slowly, sensually, and with complete intention. Imagine it like a dance. Your whole body gliding over hers, kissing, caressing, holding, breathing her in. You're not poking or prodding at a checklist. You're enveloping her, surrounding her in sensation from every direction at once. Here's why this works so powerfully, and I'm going to give you both the biology and the psychology, because both matter. Biologically, the skin is the largest sexual organ in the human body. When you stimulate a massive surface area simultaneously, her neck, her hips, her thighs, her stomach, her back, you flood her brain with sensation signals all at once. Her nervous system lights up, and this primes her genitals for arousal naturally and progressively, the way her body was designed to respond. You're working with her physiology, not against it. Emotionally, full body-to-body flow sends a very clear message. It tells her, I want all of you, not just one part. She feels seen, desired, and safe. And that feeling of safety is not a small thing, gentlemen. For a woman, emotional safety is the gateway to physical pleasure. When she feels truly safe in your arms, resistance melts away, and genuine desire takes its place. That's not soft talk, that's neuroscience. Stress hormones suppress arousal. Safety and connection trigger the exact hormonal environment that allows her body to fully open up. Practically speaking, in real life it means you're not rushing. You're not going through a mechanical checklist. You're genuinely enjoying her, and she can feel the difference. Now let's break down exactly how to execute this, step by step, so you can apply it the very next time you're with your partner. Step 1. Start with presence. Before you even touch her, ground yourself. Slow your breathing, look into her eyes, and let her feel your complete focus on her. Women are extraordinarily perceptive. She will sense immediately if your mind is elsewhere. Distraction kills arousal before it even begins. So be there, fully. That presence alone is more powerful than most men realize. Step 2. Use multiple points of contact simultaneously. As you flow over her, don't limit yourself to just your hands. Let your chest press firmly against her. Brush your stomach along her thighs. Kiss her deeply while your hands explore her hips and pull her closer. The more points of contact you create at once, the more enveloped and surrounded she feels. You become her entire sensory world in that moment, and that's exactly where you want her to be. Step 3. Vary your pace and pressure intentionally. Don't fall into a robotic rhythm. Sometimes glide slowly, other times press a little firmer. Use your hands to squeeze gently, your mouth to kiss softly, and then deepen it. Pull her in, then ease back. This deliberate unpredictability keeps her nervous system engaged and alert. The moment she can predict exactly what you'll do next, excitement begins to fade. Keep her guessing, pleasantly. Step 4. Target erogenous zones in flowing sequence. Move from her neck to her collarbone, from her sides to her thighs, from her thighs to her lower stomach. These areas build arousal progressively when touched in a flowing, connected rhythm. Think of it like connecting dots on a map. You're drawing a path across her body that naturally leads toward her most sensitive zones, rather than jumping straight to the destination and skipping the journey entirely. Step 5. Blend your techniques seamlessly so there are no hard stops. Kissing becomes licking. Licking becomes a playful, controlled bite. Your chest shifts into your hands transition into your lips. It becomes one continuous, fluid movement, not a stop-start routine where she can feel you changing gears awkwardly. The goal is for it to feel like one long, unbroken wave of sensation that keeps building. Now, here is where a lot of men, even well-intentioned ones, miss the mark entirely. You must actively read her responses throughout. This is not a set-it-and-forget-it technique. If her breathing gets heavier or she pulls you closer, lean deeper into what you're doing. If she tenses, pulls back slightly, or goes quiet in a different way, ease up and adjust. Some nights she may want deep, passionate, intense flow. Other nights she needs a slower, more tender emotional rhythm. The technique itself stays the same. The settings change based on who she is that night. Your job is to pay attention and adapt in real time. That's what separates a good lover from a great one. And remember this, don't overuse even a great technique. If you do the exact same flow every single time, in the same order, at the same pace, it will start to feel like a script she's reading along with. Variety is what keeps desire alive long-term. Change your starting position, sometimes on top, sometimes spooning, sometimes standing, sometimes side by side. Change the order in which you move through her body. Change the speed and pressure from session to session. Keep it alive. Never let it become mechanical. So here is exactly what I want you to do. The next time you're with your partner, forget the checklist. Stop worrying obsessively about whether you're doing the right move in the right order. Instead, ask yourself one simple question: how can I envelop her body right now? That reframe alone will shift your entire energy, and she will feel it. Start slow and build pressure gradually. Give her body the time it needs to fully awaken before you move toward her most sensitive areas. Stay responsive. Watch her breathing, listen to her sounds, feel her body language, and adjust continuously. Mix in variety, different speeds, different positions, different sequences. Keep it alive, dynamic, and never mechanical. And if you'd like to support your own stamina and blood flow so you can bring this kind of energy and presence consistently, I recommend a clinically formulated nitric oxide booster derived from organic watermelon extract. It supports healthy circulation throughout the entire body, including to the genitals, and makes everything you bring to the bedroom feel more powerful and sustained. You'll find the link to my recommended supplement in the pinned comment below. Now, I want to step away from the technique for a moment and speak to you man to man. Because in my years of practice, I've seen something that goes far beyond the physical. Many men, especially as they get older, start to feel a quiet anxiety creeping in around intimacy. They wonder if they've lost their edge. They start to doubt whether they can still make their partner feel the way she used to feel. They wonder if passion is simply a chapter that has closed, and that terrifies them, even if they never say it out loud. I want to tell you clearly, directly, and without any sugarcoating, it is not too late. I have personally worked with men in their 60s and even their 70s who use this exact approach to completely reignite intimacy with their long-term partners. Not through pills, not through pretending to be younger, but through presence, through knowledge, and through intentional technique. Because here's what I've learned after treating thousands of men. What women respond to most deeply is not raw stamina or the body of a 25-year-old. What they respond to is a man who is fully present, who knows her body, who moves with confidence and intention, and who makes her feel like she is the only thing in the world that matters in that moment. If you've been feeling like intimacy is slipping away, like the spark has dimmed and you're not sure how to bring it back, hear me on this. With a few deliberate adjustments, the kind we've talked about in this video, you can bring it back. You can make her feel deeply alive again in your arms. And you can feel that confidence, that quiet pride return in yourself. That matters, not just for your relationship, but for you as a man. So gentlemen, here is your takeaway. Stop relying on tired, ineffective foreplay tactics that were never built around how female arousal actually works. Start embracing the full body to body flow. Use your entire body with intention. Vary your pace and pressure. Read her responses and adapt. And keep variety alive so it never feels routine. And above all, remember this, it's not about perfection. It's never been about perfection. It's about connection. When you bring genuine presence, when you touch with real intention, and when you stay curious and responsive to her, you'll unlock a kind of foreplay that works nearly every time with nearly every woman. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I put out men's health guidance every week, and I want to make sure you don't miss what's coming next. Drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. I genuinely love seeing our community of men from all over the world showing up, learning, and taking care of the relationships that matter most to them. You being here tells me you're that kind of man, and that's something to be proud of. Most of all, don't give up. Age is not the end of passion. With the right knowledge and small, deliberate changes, you can bring back the comfort, the freedom, and the deep connection that makes a relationship truly come alive. I'm Dr. Daniel Morgan, and I'll see you in the next one.